Hello everyone, I didn't get a chance to post a video before Christmas wishing everyone a happy and blessed feast, so I'm doing a video for the new year. First off, news of more Reformation series broadcasts. For although the Reformation series has been shown, the episodes continue to be broadcast monthly, and episode 9, the Council of Trent, will be shown on EWTN Great Britain next week. Please check the links below as usual for dates and times. In the USA, it will be shown on Thursday the 7th of January. For further dates and times, again, please check the USA schedule links below. The drama scenes were shot in Chester Cathedral Chapter House with members of the congregation from the Shrine Church of St. Peter, Paul and Philomena and from elsewhere on the Wirral. Thank you to everyone. We also went to Trento in northern Italy to film the actual location, but not with the extras, of course. We got permission to film inside the cathedral and the attached museums. So to them, mille grazie e tutto al Duomo di Trento e ai musei per essere così disponibili. Spero che riesci a vedere I programmi. At Trent, the Council Fathers quickly realised that one of the most important issues of the Reformation was justification, which is how sins are forgiven, how one is transformed from being in a state of sin to a state of grace. As Catholics, we believe that grace is obtained through faith, of course, but this is also linked to good works, the 7 sacraments, and particularly confession. We can also, through other works, such as prayer, pilgrimages, and charitable acts, lessen time spent in purgatory. This is known as an indulgence. For as St. James writes in his epistle, faith without works is dead. However, Luther believed that we are justified by faith alone. He even tried to insert this in St. Paul's epistle to the Romans. But you cannot change Scripture to suit your theology. On the contrary, our theology must reflect sacred Scripture and sacred traditions that come down to us from the apostolic age. For in St. Paul's epistle to Timothy, it states, hang on to the teachings that we have received either by word of mouth or by letter, therefore by Scripture and tradition. We interviewed Bishop Schneider for the programme and he explains this very well.
The Council in its session on justification declared Protestant belief that salvation came by faith alone an anathema. We are justified by God's grace. However, we still have free will to cooperate with it or reject it, and performing good works is part and parcel of our cooperation with God's grace.
The free will is given by God to our nature. So God created us as human beings with free will. We are not only some dead instruments in the hand of God. It is against the dignity of human person.
Luther threw out some of the books of the Bible as they did not suit his theology. However, the Council ratified all the Old Testament's 46 books and the New Testament's 27, therefore not Luther's Bible. We also look at some of the canons and decrees of the Council proclaiming anathemas, such as on Calvin's double predestination, that some souls are created by God already damned. The Council called this an anathema. No one is created for damnation in advance. We have a choice to accept God's grace or not. It's up to the individual. We have free will. Sir Kenneth Clarke, in his 1969 documentary series Civilization, called the Council of Trent's refusal to compromise with the Protestants a stroke of genius, for it set the Church up for the next 400 years and made her strong in her beliefs. In addition, in many ways, by the early 17th century, with missionaries travelling the globe and whole new lands and peoples converting to Catholicism, and the completion of the new St. Peter's Basilica, the Church had emerged from the very dark 16th century triumphant.
The Council of Trent tried to reconcile Protestants. However, the Council Fathers knew they could not compromise on the faith that stretched back to Christ and the Apostles. Therefore, they had no choice but to affirm the contested doctrines and traditions. This affirmation, along with a Catholic Reformation, would inspire the faithful with new saints and religious orders, especially the Jesuits, coming forward to reconvert many of the lands that had been lost to the Church, and to spread the faith to new lands, so that Catholicism became a truly global religion.
Another series we made earlier was on the Inquisition, and this will be shown next week on EWTN Great Britain. So you can see all 4 episodes of the Inquisition series as it's being broadcast daily from next Tuesday the 5th to Friday the 8th at 7 p.m, starting with episode 1, which we call A History of Heresies. At the moment, we are working on the editing of a spin-off from the Reformation called Christendom. For out of Christendom has come the Western world and culture. It is important we understand and give credit to the Catholic Church for all the wonderful benefits we have in the modern Western culture. For example, music, art, architecture, agriculture, engineering, yes, and even science. We are going into this in more detail in this hour-long docudrama. Another spin-off from the Reformation will be a film on Mary Queen of Scots. Please keep an eye on this channel for further developments on this as well. For some of you are wondering where their scenes have gone. Never worry, we still hope to use them in this film.
Piper, play your tune and drown out this preacher of hate.
A papist as monarch, or a woman to boot, they will not be born.
Next year's big project will hopefully be on the apparitions of Our Lady at Lourdes. This will be called The Message of Lourdes, a sort of follow-up to The Message of Fatima. And although I have been researching Lourdes, it will go into pre-production proper in the new year, with filming taking place during the year. Please keep an eye on this channel for news of this, as we hope to send out calls for auditions in the next few months. Should the viruses finally go away. Please like the video and subscribe to this channel to help us get the news out and promote the work. Wishing you all a happy new year. God bless. Bye for now.